All right, now it's time to create some custom graphics. So today we're going to get ready by making some different background images for our theme, and then we're going to make some simple custom graphics for our theme. We're going to use Canva for this. So if you have a Canva account, that's fantastic. Otherwise, set one up. Gail Brisson and I can help get you set up with Canva for Education as part of this class, or that can be something we do after if you're having trouble with it. Depending on when you join Canva, it's easy to get into Canva for Education. There are a few challenges. So I'm going to leave the full screen here, and I'm going to turn off my video so that we can see the process. Now we have kind of committed to purple, and you might think, oh gosh, I'm stuck with purple. But in fact, you're really not stuck with purple because you can go to the slide level and you can say edit theme, go up to that very top panel, and you can say, well, I'm going to change. I don't want that background to be that anymore. I'm just going to go back to a solid color, and we're going to just go back to plain. There were a couple things that I did in this though. We had one layout that was set to be purple. So we could reset to theme, which is now white. And then we have this other layout that has this Google image background. I'm going to keep this one right now, and we're going to use this purple kind of as our basis when we work in Canva. So here we are with the home in Canva, and I got prepared to say I'm going to make a circle with circle sticker or circle label. So there's so many different choices that you can pick for your shape. So I'm just going to say circle label, 2 inches by 2 inches. And here I have this, and I can choose to put in my kind of guide. So I'm just going to choose a yes and a no because we're going to keep it simple. So this comes up with templates, and I could say, well, okay, I'm going to use this, and I'm just going to pick one. So I'm just, again, here we go down this rabbit hole, but we wanted that purplish color. So I'm going to pick something that look kind of simple. We'll do this one. And one of the nice things about Canva is you can change that color for most of them. So let's see. This one doesn't look like it's giving me choices for changing the color, so I'm going to pick something different. So let's say we choose soap bar. Okay, so now this one looks like I have a color choice. Better. So I'm going to choose in that purple genre. So what if I search purple? See what comes up. And now I have a lot of different choices. Of course, I'll probably not match the purple that they had, but that we had before. But let's go with this one. Okay, so now I'm just going to change this text to yes. And I'm going to actually get rid of everything up there. This is going to be really simple, but you see how it could be much more fun. And I'm going to make this white font. And I'm going to make it larger since I have nothing else on here. And I'm just going to call this yes. Again. Now, when I choose share, again, it's not link sharing. We want to download it. This time it defaults as PNG. Fantastic. And transparent background. That is an education feature. Let's see how that goes. That transparent background really helps me. So here we have yes, PNG. Keep that in mind. Now I'm going to make another copy of this, and I'm going to say no. I don't especially need these in Canva, so I don't really need to change it. I could make a copy, and that's fine, but I'm just going to replace it. So now for this, I'll call it no. I'll share. I will download, and I'll make sure it's a transparent background, and I'll download. Okay, so I have yes and I have no. All right, now I would like to create something new. I would like to create an actual background. So I'll say file. Well, first I need to go back to home to create a new file. I will create a design. And what I want you to choose is that 16 by 9 or whatever shape you chose for your Google Slides. And again, I'm going to keep it simple. I'm going to pick a design, but I'm going to pick something that is customizable pretty quickly. So again, I'm thinking about that purple. And some of these are pretty fancy, so it can be a little overwhelming. So what if I choose this one? There's 12 of them. It looks pretty simple, and I'm going to pick this first one. Now, what I like about this is I can edit a lot of things. So I can change those colors to the purples. I can change this pink to be more purple. So I can say, okay, from my search, I want that pink to be purple. I want this one to be purple. I'm doing this not super amazingly beautiful, just simple. And I guess I can keep some green, and wouldn't hurt to get a different purple. So now in your backgrounds, I definitely recommend getting rid of all text because that lets you use it again. So here is an image. Now I'm going to say, let's pick another one while we're at it. Let's have another choice. So let's take this simple one. And we've got these banners. I don't want the banners. I think they look a little too fancy for me right now. Well, maybe I'll keep them, but I want to change all the colors. So let's get the background to be in that purplish family. And yeah, I don't feel like that's the best purple family, but it's not too bad. You can see how quickly you can go down a rabbit hole here. So I just have two. I want to get rid of my font. And now I have a couple backgrounds. I notice I don't have that darker color purple on this page. So let's see if I can get it because I want to have some continuity. And let's go ahead and remove the search. I want my document colors. So here's my document colors. And I don't think that these look super great with it. Again, this is where I'm just going quick for the purposes of the video, but you would probably spend a lot more time on this. But again, trying to save time, so don't spend too much time. So now I'm going to choose share. Again, scroll down, choose download, and it will default to be all pages. I like to split this up, and I want to just do one at a time. I do not like zip files. So you can do whatever you like. I'm going to choose page 1, and I'll say download or done, and then download. And it'll show up right here. And then I'm going to choose page 2, share, and download. It's going to again land where you left it off. So you want to not do all pages. You want to do page 2 and you download. Okay, so now it's time that we'll be able to use these and we can go back to slides and we have these setups. So I'm not going to do the overarching one. I'm going to do a layout for this one. And I'm going to say background, choose image. And this time, instead of coming from Google Slides or Google Drive, I want to upload. So I'm going to choose that first untitled design. And I will say done. And there we have it. We'll talk more about this image later. Now, the purple unicorn, I'm not really sure he fits in anymore, but I kind of want to keep it. So let's keep it. And then I'm going to pick another layout and I'm going to use my other one. I'm going to say background, choose image, and I'll browse and I'll pull my second one in. Now you might be wondering, why are we pulling from Canva to slides? And that is a good question. This is just one of the things that I'm showing you is how the two can work well together. So you might find you make everything in Canva. That's a totally different class, but this is a good way just to make a couple of background images that you can reuse. So now my other images, I'm just going to hold tight on them because I'm going to use them in the next section.